Hello and welcome in, magicians. My name is the Tipsy Tiger and I am your enchantment professor, and this is Magic Academy. Guys, I am so incredibly excited to be here, to be in the game master seat with these lovely devilish friends of mine. And we have quite a story for you. So thank you guys so much. First of all, let's just immediately say we made it to our community challenge. Thank you guys so much for putting in those, those spell books that we can now do the One Ring mini campaign, which Magic will be game master of. And we will definitely give you guys updates as soon as we know who the cast is and everything like that. But we're super excited. And now Magic has to learn how to play. He has to learn how to run it. It's gonna be a great time. But thank you all so much for putting that in. And I wanted to make sure that I say hello to everyone who's in here. Leaked Prism, good to see you. Of course, you were in here before stream even started. And then we have, of course, I'm not gonna say hi to the people in the cast. We know they're here. They're here. You're already here.
Well, fine. I didn't want to say hi to you anyway.
Where's the hi to you anyway?
Where's the hi to you anyway?
We have, of course, our wonderful mod, Cherney. Duckberg, great to see you, and thank you so much for the 100 bits. Also, Cena Talon, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Jordan, who is another one of our mods. Jordan, good to see you. Galadrix, also wonderful to see you. And I see a Briannosaur in chat as well. Who else? A Ranger Sheeb. We absolutely are so excited to see everyone here. So, a couple bits of business before we get started on our first session. This is a game with pretty heavy themes. Magic has a great blurb about this in the description of the show. Please step away at any point if a scene becomes too much for you. This includes gore, violence, implied or maybe even mildly explicit sexual content. It is a rated R game, but we're very excited to show it. As Magic just said in the chat, the content warning and the resources are found in the panels below. We have a resource there that is super useful. In addition, what else is happening this week? We are dark on Saturday, but tomorrow I will actually be back here with Magic in our Battle of the GMs Until the Last Gasp, which is a great game by Darrington Press. That is a dueling roleplay game, and it's a board game, so we're super excited to get to play that. In addition, we are 159 followers out of 300 to an emo stream. If we get to 300 followers, we will do an emo stream. It will be great. We will all wear makeup and lots of eyeliner. It'll be a great time. Also, hello to Lore's Mama, our VIP, and hello, I'm gonna butcher this, Sulagi? I don't know if we've had you in chat before, but you are, I believe we have not. Welcome in, and please feel free to tell us how you found us tonight. And I just saw an SG Wanderer sneaking in there, doing a little snoop-a-snoop. I see you. I see you. I believe that is... Yeah? Is this a friend of you? You found you through Achilles. Wonderful. Wonderful. Hello. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for being here. So... I think, without further ado, unless I get a urgent message, I'd like to set the scene. Romithra is a world that consists of old stories. Stories that start with once upon a time. Stories that start with legends, myths. And in this world, 1,000 years ago, a war endlessly raged between heaven and hell itself. Forests became lit ablaze and burned to the ground as charred fingers remained where once were trees and shrubs. Oceans became swarmed with navy boats that shot the fish themselves out of the water. Dragons and other creatures soared over the sky, some to escape, and some to rip the claws and throats out of their companions. It did not matter what side you were on. The end goal was to water the ground with blood in pursuit of their own goals. We come to the surprise of no one here, the Infernal Camp. The Infernal Army's main base is located just north of the charred and smoking wreckage of what used to be Cliffshire Woods. This has been the base for your army for the last 5 years. To your right in the north, you see the raging waves of the Decimalia Sea, which at low tide seem like a siren's sweet lullaby, and at high tide are a siren's scream of rage crashing against the rocks, which makes sleep either incredibly pleasant or incredibly unpleasant, depending on how you feel about the ocean. It's been great for sea transport, but hell, no pun intended, on your land transport and trade routes. The camp consists of what looks like a bloody rose field of tents, popping up at various sizes with banners of each of the major devils. You see a pirate ship that signifies Blackbeard. You see a kraken symbolizing Ursula, and even see the spiked, thorny crown of Earl Queen, the Queen of Infernalia herself, waving from these tents. In the back of this camp, there is a makeshift barracks made of igneous rock and wood that has been expertly cobbled together to house the more exalted members of the team. Shall we meet them? The four of you are coming back from what was quite a mission. You had reclaimed a neutral temple and looted it to one of the old gods, Asilla. Asilla, the goddess of air and of rebirth itself. And as you trudge down the hill, probably not holding hands, you trudge down the hill. I'm gonna do the thing that I always do in my games, for those of you who know me. And I am gonna roll, well, I was gonna roll a d4 and proceeded to not have a d4. I don't know why, just I looked at my dice and there was not a d4.
If you'd like, we could roll initiative.
Let's roll initiative, my friends! We will find out who we get to meet first.
This is my first roll with my new stone dice. Thank you, Magic.
We're not holding hands, only business.
Joke's on you. I'm probably holding Jason.
We'll get there when we...
Let's be fucking real. If I'm not pinned against Jason already, we're holding hands.
Look, they don't know you yet. They don't know you yet. All right. Did anyone get above a 20? What'd you get, Achilles?
22.
22. Anyone get in between a 15 and a 20? Persephone?
15.
Anyone get between a 10 and a 15?
My bad. I got a 17. Also,
You got a 17. So it is Achilles, Minerva, Persephone, my dear sweet Jason.
So the first roll of my new dice was a nat 1, so that's a 2 for initiative. Thank you, Magic.
Feels good. Feels bad, man.
You fall while going up the hill.
Jason tumbles down the hill, horns over ass. But we are actually going to start with our dear Achilles, played by Doofus Domain Cleric. Achilles, oh god, the immersion is already broken. As Achilles dabs on camera, would you please kindly describe your character for us?
Yes, so Achilles, roughly mid kind of 20s. You see him walking up, long brown hair braided up into a ponytail going all the way down to the lower of his back, wearing brilliant like black and golden armor, black with golden trim, shield wrapped up around his arm, slowly moving onto his back, putting his sword away, just strutting up the hill with the rest of the group.
Wonderful. Minerva. No.
No dexterity. Anyway. So not far behind Achilles is a very full red tiefling with long white hair. She has big curling red horns with a decorative chain of gems and gold coins that hang between it. She is kind of strutting her way up in these obnoxiously tight leather pants and boots that don't look like they're made for field combat. But as she's walking, she has a book open in her hand and she's picking charred bits of leaves and grass, and every so often she's, well, that could have been better.
Persephone.
So for Persephone, she's trailing behind Achilles, but not too far back. She's average height, but curvy. The most noticeable thing about her is that she has very long, bright pink hair, and that she wears a crown of spires and black roses. But when you look at her, it's kind of like, is that crown really there, or is it fading in and out? As for her demeanor, she's pretty confident in her walk, but you can see her searching the landscape for anything that might approach them.
And my dear sweet Nat 1, Jason.
Jason is a alizarin crimson tiefling, with large ram horns that fade from red to black. His eyes are black, but the iris pupil area is yellow, bright yellow. And he wears black and red armor with hints of gold, with gold decorations, and over one shoulder is the golden fleece. He has black hair, thick eyebrows. He's probably 6 foot, and he's built. And
You got sorry, please go ahead.
He's probably kind of walking. He's probably walking next to Minerva.
You guys crest over the hill that comes, you guys have been walking along the coast, basically. It's one of the safer areas because at least you only really have to worry about attack from one side. Not like ships are going to have a great range on you with cannons or anything. And as you approach the camp, you have sort of a crest of a hill, this sloped brown grass with specks of weeds, the little, I don't know quite how to describe them. They're little white flowers, these tiny little petals. And this is your last moment before you get around all sides by the camp. So you have a moment with just the 4 of you before you enter back into home base.
So I feel like Achilles is kind of up front and just kind of spouting off random stuff to keep everybody's spirits up as we're on our way to camp. It's and that's why I keep telling you it is safer to drink wine than it is the water.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Okay.
Listen, the water at battlefields is not particularly hygienic.
Exactly.
But we have a Persephone. You're so cute, but you're so fucking stupid.
I create clean water. What is wrong with you two?
They're boys.
Fair point.
We like
They're
to have
boys.
fun. And I think at this point, Jason walks over to Achilles and does a very bro pat on the shoulder, and maybe a high five or a fist bump.
Oh, full on fist bump. They'll never get it. They just don't understand.
Secret handshake.
Persephone, I'm gonna turn to you and do you want a secret handshake?
No.
Is that a thing? Do you want to do that?
That's just stupid. It's a boy thing. It's definitely a boy thing.
Such a boy thing. It's such a boy thing. Anyway, and she's gonna look down at her book, and there's still bits of magic are still dripping out of it. It's a little uncontrolled.
Can I just ask as a player, what does it look like for a magic to be dripping out of a book?
Meanwhile, we're all
I need this in my
giggling
life.
like the idiots because we're just thinking magic sheep. But like, let's talk about it.
I didn't even make that connection.
I'm just gonna say it because none of y'all will. What? Oh my gosh, Sulagi, thank you so much for the subscription with Prime. Now that we have a moment of chaos.
Anyway, what it looks like. So Minerva's magic is very specific. She is an exceptionally intelligent linguist. So the pages of her, so many items. She has the fulminating tree, so it's black leather bound, and it almost, the cover of the book itself almost looks like the souls have been trapped beneath the leather, and they're struggling to get out. So what's spilling over the edge is sort of Minerva's excess magical attachment. So it's bits of charred paper that are falling out between the pages. It's fire that kind of shoots out from the side ever so often. There's a spark here, or a haunting moan over there as she flips through the pages, kind of recentering herself for what we can only assume is going to be hopefully a comfortable night rest.
You know, Min, you might want to get that checked out. You know, I don't think that's really natural. You know, 1 out of 5 people.
1 out of 5 people what?
I'm trying to figure out if I can say some of this on stream. I'm new. Hi, guys.
It's a rated R stream. Go for it.
And you picked the wrong person to go against. 1 out of 5 people what, Achilles?
Listen, I'm just saying leaking your magic everywhere doesn't seem safe. It seems like kind of sounds like a medical condition, not even gonna lie.
Well, I don't expect for you to understand what it's like to be special and to just be. I don't expect you to understand. So why don't you take your cute little sword and go over there and play with the rocks?
Come on, Mindy. You gotta be so hard on the guy.
Do you gotta be so soft on it?
I don't
It's
think
fine. If it makes her feel a little bit taller, it's okay.
I think at this moment, you guys have crested over the hill and seen below you the scene that I described to you. It is a bustling camp. You see coming in and out of the various tents are people with various types of armor. You see rangers in leather, grabbing bows and war beasts, some of them with, dire wolves or wormlings, the toughest animals that you can bring onto the field. You also have the heavy armored people. Usually when you guys come back, it can feel a little lax. It can feel kind of laid back. This is not laid back. This is all systems are go. Something is going on. You've been away from camp for about 3 to 4 days, and it was not like this when you left. You guys can go ahead and take a look around, see what you find. I'm going to let you guys take a moment because you see there will be people that you know, but it is hustling right now.
I would like to look around and see if I can get a sense of what, like, some more specific emotions might be. Like, is this like there is an emergency happening and we need to, like, find a general? Or is this, like, not necessarily, like, or is it something that, like, we need to be preparing for now but is not immediately dire?
Go ahead and roll me.
Are we in danger?
Roll me an insight check. And while you're doing that, thank you so much, Keldon Stormraven, for the follow. If you like in chat, you can tell us how you found us. But super excited to have you here. What did you get on that insight, Jason?
I got a 3, but I'm wondering if I can use my divine sense. I don't think that would really, no, that wouldn't.
Unfortunately not. Jason, what are you distracted by in this moment while you're trying to figure out the vibe of the camp?
Probably, how recently have we been in a fight?
I would say the last time you guys personally fought was the mission you just went on, where you obliterated everyone in the temple. The last time that the camp had a full...
No. have we just returned from like directly fighting, or did we like get a break between?
You
the
had a
time we're
break.
on? Okay.
It was like a 2-day travel. Yeah.
Yeah, I only asked because Jason is obsessed with cleaning his armor.
Okay,
and
great.
so
Yeah.
if he was covered in blood, he would be thinking about, I need to do my armor upkeep. But since he's not covered in blood, he's probably distracted by Minerva.
I mean, a mood. You're distracted by Minerva. You can't really get a sense. I will say, even with a yes, go ahead, Achilles.
I was gonna say, as we're moving along, can I just kind of look around, try and keep stern look, not look panicked, but kind of listen out to the ramlet, like any soldiers saying anything about what's going on as we're kind of going through the camp.
Make me a perception check. And Min.
I would more like to straight beeline for somebody who's in charge. Can I make the assumption that Burvu's there?
You don't see her right away without a more thorough check. You know that she would probably be in the barracks. So you
Right.
would need to make a beeline for the barracks. In the
Yeah.
meantime, if you want to look for anyone else, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm gonna beeline for Burvu, because the peons don't do shit.
Persephone, anything you want to do on this at this time before I jump back to Achilles?
Minerva and I are on the same track, so I was going to beeline for Burvu too.
Achilles, what did you get on that perception check?
So I got a nat 20 for a total of 30.
Holy crud. Well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead, and before we deal with that, we did have a new follower. Hello, Drago, the gaming dragon. Our day has been blessed by the green ancient dragon named Drago. We deeply appreciate this. With a nat 20, who would you like to see right now, Achilles?
Oh man, you know what? Just because I guess I've heard with a nat 20, I've heard Persephone and Min kind of just like let's just go find Burvu, everything, and I'm just gonna kind of listen around the crowd, and be like, yeah, y'all go ahead and go to the tent. I'm just gonna head this way, and I feel like I've heard their voice somewhere and just started heading that way.
Okay, you're just gonna head to Burvu?
Yeah, and I'm like gonna
Okay.
nudge Jason and kind of pull him away.
I will say, with a nat 20, as you are starting to walk, you hear a Achilles! Achilles! And you look over and you see Odysseus. And Odysseus is a muscular sea elf who just seems perpetually drenched, which was a curse from Blackbeard and Bluebeard in the 7th level of hell. He just consistently looks like he's emerged from the ocean. He's in tight leather armor to try to, like, offset this, but he looks more like he's in a sexy advertisement. And he's just like, so like whenever he comes up to you, you're just like, buddy, you're literally, what are you doing? So he comes up to the group and goes, so mate, did you do it?
Yeah, we took care of the temple, definitely. But just kind of like, just a quick pat on the shoulder and then wipe my hand.
Make me a sleight of hand check to see if he notices that. I'm gonna roll a perception check for him.
That's an 11.
Makes you feel any better? I rolled a 5. So he doesn't see shit. He's just like, man, you guys came back just in time. The generals are losing their shit. There's something about like not like anything bad's gonna happen or anything, not immediately anyway. And he kind of looks at the three of you and goes, I'm just saying, apparently we've been told to light a fire under our asses. Get it? Because you get it. Oh, God. Look, I get to the barracks and talk to Burvu. Seems like you guys were doing that anyway, but, here. He hands you, Achilles, he's gonna go ahead and hand you a potion of superior healing. You rolled nat 20 and you ran into someone, so congratulations. And he goes, just be careful, right? I don't know where the fuck you're gonna get sent. You're gonna get sent somewhere, and it's probably gonna be shitty. So...
They never send us anywhere on vacation, so...
What? No, they didn't.
Much worse.
They didn't send you out to Libra to go bathe on the Folio Sands? All right, yeah, I get it.
Maybe after the war.
Also, Odysseus kind of looks at you, Jason, goes, sup? Looks at you, Minerva, and goes, you terrify me, never mind. And then he looks at you, Persephone, and goes,
Don't even think about it.
No, I'm not. He says something in Infernal. Who here speaks Infernal? He calls you a celestial traitor bitch in Infernal and walks away.
Wow. You're so aggressive.
Whatever. Keeps walking.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, let's go actually see Burvu. That felt
Unnecessary?
I don't like that guy. Let's keep going, please.
Felt like the GM just threw in a motherfucker that she designed. Maybe. As you guys head towards the barracks, there are definitely a few people that you notice. Minerva, you see Victoria sitting down talking to, looks like, to some other warriors. Victoria is this buff Goliath totem barbarian, like a Valkyrie, but with demonic vibes. So she's got these bloodstained fur, she's got this long black braid, and she just kind of looks at you and she just goes,
Vicky, what
What?
the fuck?
I don't know. They just started. The generals had a big meeting with the queen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know where they are, or are they?
I think Burvu's in the barracks. I think Niha probably went out to go talk to people. I don't know. It depends on who you're looking for, to be honest.
Well, let's be real. I'm not looking for any of the men. Where's Burvu again? You said the barracks?
In the barracks, yeah.
Okay.
Hey. Is there anyone whose ass I need to kick? You look pissed.
There's a sea elf down the road who's nasty as fuck.
Are you talking about fucking Odysseus? I'll be right on it. She grabs her axe and just walks off after him.
No, wait, no.
Oh no. Oh, that's sorry.
Not
Well,
sorry.
I've known Odysseus for a long time, and it may be time for an attitude adjustment. He really thinks he knows it all.
Well,
I figured you get along that way.
I gave him the best attitude adjustment I can possibly offer.
You all know Victoria, and you know that she's definitely a good attitude adjustment. Unless you guys are sticking around to try to see anyone else, those will be the two people who you kind of run into as you go. Maybe a chance of seeing other people later. And you guys walk into the barracks. The barracks are oddly quiet compared to the outside. Not like abandoned or weird feeling, but there's definitely an air of contemplation that has sort of fallen over the barracks. And you guys know that Burvu often hangs out in the strategy room, which is where Minerva, you spend a lot of time. And Persephone, as you walk, you actually see Hecate kind of walk past you, this black tabaxi, who is, let me just pull up my notes. It's fine, I just lost all of my notes. It's not a problem. But you see Hecate, who is this black tabaxi with this beautiful, like, red dress, kind of just walks past you, and you get a message from her, a telepathic message that says, "We need to talk later." She does like a point, so you know it's message, and you can respond to her.
Okay. I ask her when it...
She gives you, meet me as soon as you're done. Just meet me outside, okay?
Okay.
Are you guys gonna just go in and find Burvu?
Yes.
Great. As you walk down the hallways, you pass various offices. You know that many of the generals make their homes here. Lilith, the captain of the Air Forces, Tunrida, the head strategist who you studied with, Minerva, Niha, who deals with the mounted forces, and you know Aemon is a big proponent. He's the lieutenants of the foot soldier battalions. Z is one of the lieutenants. And as you guys walk into the strategist room, you see that the only person in here is Burvu. Burvu is a tiefling type, but is a little less humanoid than Devil. She's from the city of Dis. You know this.